Alright, hello everybody, welcome to VR Master League here on Channel 1. This game has not been played yet, don't be confused by those scores, just never you mind. So, I'm Palidore, not Palace Score, but hello CGF. Good to see you back on Twitch. You spelt that wrong, buddy. Twitch. Zamasu also in there. Tiger, you like jazz? I do. I also like the fact that VRML is back in season, so welcome. Twitch. It's Twitch. Back in season. Good stuff, good stuff. So, here on Channel 1, we've got StarStruck versus Olympus. Over on Channel 2 right about now, we also have, let's see, Bravo versus the Detroit Dimers, casted by Aiden VR, Newton Dad Camming. So you have some options. Right now, this will be the lone stream for the evening. And by that, I mean lone stream for the hour, excuse me. About an hour from now, we'll have a couple more matches here on Channel 1 that were much hype voted as well. This one, another one of these hype voted matches. Taking a look at the match page, which you can't see, but I sure can. Now, this one had 18 hype votes. The one on Channel 2 currently also has 18 hype votes. So remember, if you're new to VRML or just want a little refresher, go to the match pages of the VRML website, and those little arrows on the right side of each match, you can click to indicate to casters that you'd be hyped to see this match casted, for instance, okay? It's not a guarantee, but we definitely follow that a lot. I casted 2 European matches earlier on, for instance, and both of them were very highly upvoted as well. So anyways, yeah, been going well. Thanks, Zamasu. How have you been? Anytime we got matches to cast, I'm doing well. And the fact that we're back in season, it's been too long, right? Been busy the last couple months, playing and casting occasionally, but it's good to kind of be back in the old VRML booth. It's like home. It's like home. Rowdy Artifact, hello, welcome to it. Thank you. You're looking tall yourself, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Comrade Mr. Bacon. Not gonna be my comrade for long. Not with a name like that. I could just eat you up. Anyway, welcome to it. I'm glad to see Bacon once again. And who wouldn't be? Alright, so, looks like we got the start of the round coming in. So, let's begin! First, North American stream of the evening, of the season for that matter. And yeah, welcome to it. By the way, just to get ahead of the comments, if you're going to comment about the overlays and stuff, we got an update coming out real soon, and I do mean real soon, don't you worry. That said, it's Vacant here with a pass. This is a picture-perfect launch out for them right up until the last pass. As is usually the case, I might have cursed it a little bit there with a jinx. But that said, up high, a recovery will be taken by Millie, and Millie all the way down the field. Picked off at the walls, and now the tunnel taken back. Will be just a pass kind of left astray as the attempted recovery is here. That might be in, almost was, but Millie makes sure it's guaranteed. First goal on the board for North America, for that matter. So this StarStruck roster, captained by Fam, has also Dr. Genic, Millie, Taiga, 7Y, and King. Now, meanwhile, on this launch here, Olympus working their way in. Oh, and Olympus has fallen, at least the shot has. There's a nice 3 from Foxy. Foxy, the captain here of Olympus, along with Igneal Sensei, Unknown, Vacant, and Ninja. So good to see these players. Definitely familiar sights to see. Now it will be taken back over by Millie. Actually gets stunned out. Vacant with a pickup and Vacant with a pop into the mid lane. The stack's already well prepared and just a quick fling off the fingertips. Taken back by Taiga. Taiga overthrew that right lane. Now a shot from Millie, a little bit wide, so that's going to be a ricocheted rebound right into the arms of Sensei. Actually take it back, it's right into Fam. Fam doing what they can as Foxy slingshots it over to the midfield again. Now a headbutt from Unknown, the dislocation unknown for a moment, but we'll still have a little bit of time and maybe the angle, but couldn't quite decide what to do with it, or at the very least couldn't find the right angle on either the goal or the teammate. But they're going to retain possession, perhaps take that back. It's Millie with a clear. Now stacking through, a bit of an overshoot from one team, make that 2, trying to slowly redirect into it is Vacant. Vacant being stunned. Now Taiga with a recovery. Taiga just eyeing down the whole situation here. You see the offense starting to take positioning. They've got that formation, high and low, and just trying to get by the defense and go into the goal, but it's off, denied. Vacant a good stun, Vacant the headbutt as well, and iFoxy, the bounce of a clear perfectly into that tunnel. Now we'll be picked up halfway, actually met by Sensei, and maybe making the play for the 3 on layaway. No, it's off on the goalpost once and twice. Ding ding, no winner quite yet. There will be Igneel. Igneel, of course, one of the popular namesakes, I suppose, of Echo, especially in recent history. Just a absolutely sick, stunning, vicious goalie. All of the words. iFoxy slinging it over to that right side, but intercepted by Genic. Off the head of Igneel. What did Igneel have? Didn't we? What did Igneel have? Up top by the cloud, though. Igneel flying past his fam. Trying to get a hand on it. Vacant with a slinger over to the barrier. Taps off. Throws down. Actually, not even throws down. More like just guides in. Lays in. Placing it with the grace of a mother bird putting an egg into a nest. They do that with their thumbs. Okay. Anyway, all the words. Techno Galaxy, what's up? Simple Tangent, Baby Zulu again, and Mr. Twitch. Nightfire, subscribed with 22 months. Is that like the entirety of VRML's existence? Might be. I think there's only a few people who even have that. It's you, it's Rocks, and that Rocks the socks off those blocks. It's Vacant. He's gonna love that because he hates it when I rhyme. It's 3 points online, 8-2. It wasn't that much of a slam, though. I mean, it was a gentle lay-in earlier on. Mighty Quinn, what's up? There's another face that I'm always happy to see in the Twitch chat. Oh, and there's a ping that I'm happy to hear in my Discord. Reminding Pally, oh, streamer mode, that's right. I know I haven't casted and cammed in a couple months, so you know, old habits die hard, I guess. That said, I'm now muted, but what's up to whoever DM'd me there on Discord? No more! Alright, so over to Vacant at the top. Loses the handles and then gets stunned out, stopped by Taiga. Taiga earning his stripes, certainly, as they race down the floor, seeing if they can get a handle on it, and it will become a goal for Millie. As Unknown gets locked in jail. Discord makes noise, not as much as me, but yes. You guys aren't getting, well, you might be getting pinged, I don't know. But Igneel on the launch here, QBing quickly to iFoxy. That's an immediate pass to Unknown. Unknown now out of jail, apparently. Always good to see. Vacant from the side, trying to, ooh, eye it down. Millie, though, what great handles there. Really reading that disc well. That was a nice interception, just in close range. Now maybe the collection. There it is. And back-to-back now on the goals. This time it's Taiga. Beautiful job on the stacks to maintain that speed and the composure to turn it over into a goal. Now, as far as the ranks here, this is, well, Olympus, a new team, not in roster, but just by name, of course. So currently unranked, sort of, you know, in bronze and whatnot. But StarStruck here returning in the platinum division currently. And maybe making some long division with a shot! It goes! And that's Taiga! That's 2 Taiga! Again! Or make it 3. What a hit! What a hit! Beautiful indeed. Wowzers, says CGF. Beautiful, says Baby Zulu. Indeed, indeed. I agree. With all the Twitch commentary. So, back into the blue side. Will be taken over here by Taiga and Millie. Now, they've been lighting it up here the last couple of possessions. It's going to be taken by Fam. Fam with a pass over, handing it off and throwing it down. That's 3 in a row, and what a return in the last few minutes, because it looked like they were starting to become a little bit stagnant, and then all of a sudden, score. 4 score, and 3 years ago, or something, Abraham Lincoln once said, you should be here on VRML Channel 1, or else Palidore will be sad. That's what he said. It's over there too, Vacant, passing it long to the opposite cross, but no one there except the defensive stack, so could it be another shot coming in the next second or two? It's gonna be Millie making it happen, and indeed, capping off this run yet again with another score. 13-8. They have definitely turned on the afterburners here, or the Austin burners, right, Dimway? Anyway, so Olympus, really, this is one of those times now where you'd say, okay, maybe a timeout would be advisable because they have eaten 4 goals in a row. But the luxury of their good start to this round is the fact that they're still not down by all that much. This is still perfectly comebackable, so if they can make that, and they do make it, they're going to be right back in this round. Igneel, the offense. No offense at all.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Become a season VIP Snipe Dash. Okay, we'll do that as soon as I'm able, probably after this stream. And SMVR Productions, redeeming the hydrate. I will gladly do that just as soon as this round ends. But Igneel trying to make sure it ends on a good note for them. Olympus now trying to make a comeback of their own after eating a few goals in a row. They still have, what, a minute and a half left. So this is still perfectly within reach. Vacant, finding that reach, finding that pass, and a fadeaway slapped out of there by Dr. Genic. Might have been able to hang on to it too, but ended up slapping it right back into the midst of the defense. Igneel takes it back over. Trying to make a move on the goal there. There's Vacant. The little hesitation move looking for a better angle, passing angle. Beautiful shield. Oh, what a move there to make it happen. No, Wife Foxy couldn't finish a shot. That would have been a spectacle, but now eyeing down. Maybe a rebound. There's Igneel, the fake, the pass, but no make. Oh, it's Dr. Genic again. The earthquake on defense. The stoppage right now, just putting a cork in it. Can they do it again? No! Taiga, defense. Again. Foxy finally finds it. And what a beautiful pocket hit that was. Bounced off the bottom pocket into the goal. Incredible defensive stand, though. But the offense just too persistent. Just like that. You know what? Hold on, I'm going to wait. Tied up. Everybody, Dr. Genic, the defensive beast from just a minute ago. Taiga trying to find the play. Oh, but a turnover to Vacant. Vacant now, deep on the fling, and getting the recovery, no overshot, but the other stacks coming in tow really quickly as iFoxy loses the handles, and it's gonna bounce. The time is just about out, and it's gonna be OT. And this is exactly what I was waiting for, because guess what? I've casted 3 matches today. This is my 3rd. I've had an overtime in every single one now. I'm off to a hot start this season. And by that, I mean these teams. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So here we go. Overtime in the first round. Exciting, isn't it? I love VRML. I love the fact that we're back, and I love Vacant here with iFoxy on the back, now latching off, seeing if they can pass it, throw it down. That's the end of the first round. Beautiful, beautiful OT victory there, coming in for Olympus. And what a game of runs this has already been. All right, so about that hydration, huh? What a round, though. Let me see. I'm gonna do my due diligence, make sure my scores are right. Of course not. Okay, 1 second. I'll fix that for you before I drink. Gotta take care of you guys. Gotta take care. What was it? 15 to 13. Okay, I'll fix that. Don't you worry, stream. Don't you worry. There we go. Beautiful, I think. Yeah. All right. So, with that, I will gladly redeem that hydration from a moment ago. Thank you. After 3 overtimes today, I definitely needed it. Anyways. So, with that, thank you to SMVR Productions. Yellow Rock. That was intense. It was intense. Honestly, I need a little bit more than that, even. Gonna wear myself out. And I couldn't be happier. So, stats might be a little bit at the moment. Worry you not. In the process of being fixed, probably. Anyway. I'll show you the actual scoreboard in a second, don't worry. That said, back to the second round. What a fantastic start, though. Overtime round 1, and that was really a round of runs, right? It was an early run coming in from Olympus. And then StarStruck managed to come back and hit, what, 4 or 5 in a row, it seemed like? Throw down, Igneel! Now, I don't even know how to call that. He had an old case of the sticky hands. And then the power throw through the goalkeeper, if you know what I mean. So it was a kind of a clown car to start, and I guess it's going to continue. So the miss there will be 5 points instantaneously, it seems like now, for Olympus. Alright, so iFoxy on that one. Anyway, intriguing start to this round. Sticky grips, Chicago's, and then missed QBs. It happens, but definitely not what you like to see. So like I mentioned, that first round so competitive. It was a game of 3 runs, and for Olympus, they fortunately had 2 of those 3 runs. The most important one coming at the end there, as a defense from Igneal is going to get that done. Cannot be throwing it at Igneal, who's in the goal like that. He will pick things off even when he's a foot away from the thrower. With that said, bottom of the floor, as if that's a little bit redundant, right? Top of the floor, no such thing. To the ceiling, though. Great coverage coming in, but still Taiga actually taking advantage and able to secure a goal. It was well played defensively, but just won the brawl, Taiga did. Puts it home. Oh yeah, scoreboard. Here you go. These are more realistic scores for you. As opposed to what you saw on the in-between scene a moment ago. Alright, so off to the launch here. Will be Vacant, passing it deep. Picked up. And pass over from Unknown to Foxy. Foxy sending it to Igneal, backline. Olympus on offense. Olympus pushing up. Igneal speedily coming in through. There was a lot of heat. And made it a tough lead of a pass as they go right down midfield. Igneal taking it back and clearing it towards that tunnel. Trying to hit iFoxy perhaps, and iFoxy hitting Millie. Knocking Millie silly as Taiga passes it over to the aforementioned Millie. Now deep clear will get caught up in the trap. Players getting their stacks now, but a tap back will be secured, and kind of an awkward bounce, but still gets to the right place. Vacant taking it away with Igneal. Maybe a little panic, thought the teammate was an opponent, so they will have to brawl for it up here at the top. Not the top of the ceiling, but just the top. Will be taken again by Genic there. Millie and Fam on the floor. So both teams having a little trouble with the handles at the moment, losing the disc and having some awkward bounces off Geo, so maybe a little bit spent from that overtime moment ago. Now just trying to restabilize and find a good rhythm again on both sides of the floor. So we'll be Taiga on this approach. Swinging around the Geo, a soft pass, maybe too soft. That was a dangerous one, nearly picked off by iFoxy, but Genic doing a good job to brawl. And now Genic over free on that left side. Meanwhile, in the goal, you might see a lot of bothering going on. It's going to result eventually in the 2-point score. You might have seen just on the backboard and the posts, a player just bobbling right between the goalkeepers and the defenders. Just brawling, and waiting for a play to develop. But it worked nicely, eventually. And over to iFoxy. iFoxy quickly again to Unknown. Had to just slap it out of there. Taking out the top. Good stacks, but again, great hands being shown on the defense. iFoxy from the trap. iFoxy looking high towards that bow tie. Has 2 players on the floor as well. Is just opting to drag it way, and I mean way deep out here into the midfield. Really playing it slow. Kind of a confusing play on that particular case. Went way back, but didn't drag out any defense, so kind of nullified the reason to go back, you know? But nonetheless, they will turn it over to Genic, and Genic is going to send it way back out to left lane and picked off by iFoxy. iFoxy, the nice jump. Oh, and the duck, but gets stuck by the stun from Taiga. Using those paws to great effect. No pause, but maybe some applause if they can get on the other side and get a goal here. First to the disc will be Igneal, looks like, able to wrangle that just in time, sending it to that right lane, taken by iFoxy, and iFoxy just forced to sling it, didn't really have any angles on passes, all his teammates straggled in the back, and stunned for that matter as Taiga takes it over, and a soft one, dangerous one, over past Igneal. Am I casting any more after this? Yes, not for an hour, but Igneal, oh, backwards and then going forwards into the top pocket. Thought he was about to go steez heavy on that. Not sure the goalie knew what to think either. He was, back was facing him for a long time. What do you do in that scenario? Snipe Dash, saying we all know Snipe is best goalie ever. With a name like Snipe, though, wouldn't it be the best strike? Strike from Snipe as a strike just misses, but a rebound is swiped from Foxy. Swiper no swiping and maybe wiping it off the backboard into the goal. Will be 9-4. Terrible or fantastic? You be the judge. Okay, well, not good. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I can't always be the best player, NA. But that said, it's Millie down the lane. So we'll find Fam. Fam being absolutely blitzed upon by iFoxy, and iFoxy clearing it right lane. Trying to gather their stacks and leeches, but good stuns there from Unknown. This is going to enable some time on the other side for maybe a collection. Slinging it as they fade backwards into the trap. Picked off the wall by Doctor. Dr. Genic quickly down the lane and quickly on the release. A little bit of rush clears here. It's going to result in more brawls at the trap in the tunnel. And then picked off. It might be an open goal, however, just missed the handles. So Vacant couldn't quite capitalize on that, although they are still up by 9, not to mention the fact that they are by 5, rather. Not to mention they have the 1-round advantage on that overtime victory. So a bit of a stalemate here. Both teams nullifying each other. Millie, a duck and ender attempt, but not achieving all too much except a turnover for a moment. iFoxy, now that's a successful ender there. Put on Doctor. Someone call a doctor for the doctor. They try to get back up into the front line. Someone clip what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Never you mind. That said, it's going to be up top here to Unknown. Unknown has to slap it away. Now Foxy and Fam, a good short-range stack as they split apart. They got to get rid of it, though. Oh, never mind! The double KO, but no goal! Oh, no. Oh, man, the $100 move, but couldn't quite find the finish. That would have been incredible, and that would have been as well. It's going to be Vacant with a goal. 11-4. And with that, looks like a timeout taken right here. So, that gives us a moment to catch our breaths. Looks like it was taken by StarStruck there. In the meantime, what else I got here? Avoid also. So Avoid Dash and Snipe Dash, both getting those season VIPs. I'll redeem that for you. Before the night ends, or basically after the stream ends, I'll get that for you guys, no problem. Young, saying solid casting. Well, thank you. Solid commenting. Right back at you. Appreciate it. Great to be back in the casting seat. You know, been spending the last couple of months doing a mix of casting and playing, which has been awesome. And I'll miss playing to a degree, but you know, back to the old casting booth. Although you never know, I could be a sub for some teams here and there, like for scrims. I don't know. I don't want to go back to just casting. Echo is too fun in itself. Anyway. Simple tangent. Palidore aiming for #1 NA caster. How about just #1 Palidore? I can be the best me that I can be, and that's all that I ask of you. Not to be the best me, but to be the best you. You know what I mean. Smooth saying I signed a paper. Well, you know what? I broke that contract, just like I broke the ankles and they're in the lost and found or something like that. I don't know. Shout out Dimwee and Smooth Riding. Duke Ty Garbs, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream, and also good luck on your match in, what, half an hour from now? Also, yeah, that was like a bad inside joke I just made, don't worry. For anyone who didn't get that. But anyway. Now you signed Skinny, your fault. Well, look, you can always fire Skinny, Smooth. It's a thing. That's the beauty about hiring Skinny, Smooth. You can always fire Skinny. It works both ways. Am I ready for Nepalan? Yes, sir. I'm also ready for Tyroland in 23.5 days. Tyroland, Atlanta, GA. Oh boy, oh boy. Literally counting down the days because I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get spoiled. That's the unfortunate part here, because we went about 2 years in Echo Arena without any like larger scale land. Like there were some small scale meetups. I wasn't part of them, granted, but we went 2 years without like a larger scale kind of gathering land for Echo. And then we had one, our first redshift last summer, and then start off 2022. We've got like 4 or 5 lands in a row globally for Echo. Redshift in January, which I went to. We have Tyro in February, which I'm going to. Nepa in March, which I'm going to. There's the Duckman land in Europe in April. Not going to that one most likely, even though I would love to. And I believe there's an OCE one for the month after, maybe, possibly. Something like that. I don't know. Point is, all that time without any lands because the world collapsed or something for a while. But I'm glad to have them back. I just hope I'm not spoiled, because every time I come home, then I miss it for weeks. But anywho. St. Louis gonna have good food? Yeah, I'm sure. Hope so. Honestly, for all the traveling we do for lands, it's like I never tend to leave the actual building that the event takes place in, for better or worse. Tiger saying, wish I could stream your match. Well, there will be other matches. I apologize. There are reasons beyond my current control that I couldn't stream that match. But, yeah, beauty of a, 4-month-long season. I will definitely catch you guys before too long, I'm positive. And if not me, someone will. For sure, for sure. Hydrate there from Snipe. Don't mind if I do. Not quite sure what the timeout might have been for exactly, but, you know, we're chilling. We're chilling. Consider the hydration redeemed. Thank you, thank you. Big Brain Nathan, welcome to the Twitch chat there. First time chat from a viewer, new, and this is cool. Are you new to VRML, or are you new to Echo? Or are you new to both, is the question. Either way, glad to have you here. Welcome to it. Definitely appreciate you guys. Again, this is the start of VRML Season 5. This is opening week. And yeah, if you are new to these streams, definitely give us a follow, whether on this channel and also our other 2 channels, which you can find a link to in the area below the video player. But yeah, we pretty much stream every day, or if not every day, I would say at least 6 out of 7 days of the week. More often than not. You can expect basically 24/7, around the clock. You're going to find streams at all times of the day, one way or the other, as a 3-point shot is just missed there. So the last couple minutes of this round, winding down, and it is looking like, despite the timeout, I mean, there's not a whole lot of time, so any moves that are made are going to have to be made just like that fast. So putting it away was Millie. They're within 5 still yet. Not out of the realm of a comeback, but it'll have to be fast. OCE does not exist. You know, OCE is definitely an enigma in the sense. Even my casts in OCE are very upside down from my normal type of casts. We have fun in OCE, but I also have fun here, of course, in NA and EU. Now, quick turnover. They could use this if they get it. They will not. That would have been such an important hit to put them right back again within reach, but Vacant doing an excellent job to cut off from that high angle. Now, iFoxy attempting to recover there from that bottom wedge. iFoxy taking that fader and, oh, will not quite hit the mark, but a good attempt still. Goal was open. You got to take those. That said, into the tunnel. We'll bounce right back towards the wedge. Only 50 seconds left here following this clear, so moves need to be immediate from StarStruck, lest they be struck down. But all the meanwhile, iFoxy will juke and send it back to the midfield, and they're just going to stall out the rest of this clock, it looks like, and that is, in fact, a smart play. Really recognizing that the time is on their side, so is the score, and that will indeed put it away. iFoxy gets it to drop from that inverted angle. And 13 points, the Bakers dozen. They are cooking for the second round victory, following their first round overtime win as well.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
All right, so that will be the game. In the next few seconds here, 2 rounds swept by Olympus in their season debut. And a good game it was. 1 overtime and just too much momentum here in this round. A lot of that really as well predicated. I mean, you got to imagine that early joust where StarStruck had missed the disc and it resulted in a 3-point play that put them down 0-5, right? As much as anything, I think that just put them in kind of an immediate pit. We're not able to come back too much from that. But otherwise, still, they didn't lose by all too much, and well, we'll see what the future holds. I'm sure this is not the last we'll see of StarStruck, or Olympus for that matter, as we go to the round 2 score screen there. All right, just making sure my scores are in order. There you go. It was 13-6 in that last round. Scores are still a little bit borked. I forgot to revert my Spark version, so my bad. Stats are a little bit incorrect, but the scores, as you see there, are fine. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Anyway, see, the Precise, also first-time chat from a first-time viewer. Welcome. And avoid saying, cast my team's final game, please. Final game? The season just started. What do you mean final game? Do you mean final game this week? Anyways, yeah, so anyone who redeems... By the way, anyone who does redeem, like, cast a match stuff, too, don't forget. DM me. Otherwise, I'll forget. Gotta put it out there for the rest of the casters, too. Yeah, iFoxy with 13 assists, probably not so much. That's, like I said, the stats are a bit borked. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But that said, anything else I missed there? Because otherwise, we will peace out. Let me make sure there's no other casts that are happening right now, though. Also, there was one on channel 2. I don't know if that is done yet or not. But we'll check it out. Maybe raid if it's still going. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So it looks like that one is over right about now. Actually, no. It's heading into a third round. Okay, so Detroit Dimers and Bravo are currently playing on Channel 2, casted by Newton Dad and Aiden VR. So you guys can go visit Channel 2 in a second there, whether by your own whim or I'll just raid you over right now. How about? All right, there you go. You guys are welcome to join the raid if you want. I forgot that word sneak. Sorry, I'll refund your points. Let's see, anything else? Oh, yeah. Channel points, I shall choose. Indeed, Olympus has won, and there you go. All right. Final game for Corrosion. Team Dead, no. Or, well, I mean, are you guys, like, still playing, though? Hopefully? Individually, are you guys finding other teams? Hopefully, is what I mean. But yeah, anyways, send me the details, the DM. I'll check that out and do my absolute best. Our absolute best to get that one casted at the very least, for sure. Okay. Points, etc., etc. We're good. All right. I'm going to send you 37 over on the raid now, so have fun. Be back here on Channel 1, though, in about half an hour, because we will have 2 matches for you, including the return to competitive play of Gilligan on Yerma. So we'll have Tyro NA versus Lethal in half an hour on Channel 1, followed by Yerma versus Luxor. So be on the lookout. Those are 2 hype matches you do not want to miss. Anyways, go enjoy. Raiding. Bye. For the rest of you who did not join the raid, thanks for joining. It's been fun. And I'll be back again in half an hour or so. So be happy, healthy, safe, be great to each other. I'm going to see you again super duper soon. VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.